What's up guys, it's me Rezmag and welcome to another video on this channel. Today I will show you guys the best M4A1 loadout class setup. Recently I just managed to get all the attachment on this weapon and I'm so excited to show you guys the best attachment for it. And literally with this loadout setup, you are able to get more than 10 kills. I'm not even kidding you, because once I got all the attachment and I jumped into one game, I literally got 11 kills straight away. So I'm really excited to show you guys the loadout that I've been using, and yeah, let's jump in right into it. Now, as you can see, I have so many class set up. I have the M4A1 plus mix, M4A1 plus sniper. Today I want to focus mainly on these two setups. So let's go M4A1 plus mix. What I mean is that if you before getting your loadout drop, you're able to pick up a sniper, you manage to pick up a submachine gun, which is legendary, or the purple variant, you are able to use this class for your own gameplay. Because if you have a weapon that isn't that high on level, you can just swap with your secondary weapon with the snipers or SMG that you got. And mostly I want you guys to use this class in case you don't have a higher level attachment on certain weapons. So right now I'm going to show you guys the M4A1 class. First of all, you have to maximize this weapon to level 58 or 60. Okay, it depends how you want to play this, how you really want to get on to this weapon. So gunsmith, here's are the attachment. I will be explaining each and every single attachment as I goes on. Okay, so before we start talking about the attachment on screen, I have options for you. You can either play this with an optic, but you have to sacrifice one of these attachments on the screen. If your range is good, then without optic is still fine and it works perfectly well. So both ways the same, depending on how you want to play it. The first thing I want to go through is the muzzle. The mono suppressor is the go-to class. Any weapon you slap on this suppressor, you will manage to kill people in seconds. Literally, it's a killing machine. I've been grinding for this suppressor for weeks. I think now it's the third weeks into the game, and this is why I want you guys to rank up to level 58, because this attachment right here is the maximum rank for muzzle attachment, and on this must put this on. It's absolute beast, but if you don't have, then don't bother using the other one, because other ones doesn't make your recoil like steady. But trying to rank up this weapon as much as possible so that you are able to get this mono suppressor. Okay, this is what I'm calling. Pretty much it's a killing machine. Any weapon works best for this, and I will make another video on several weapons and you will see how powerful during the gameplay that you just watched. So moving on to the barrel. Now I've been looking at different barrel and I think the stock M16 Grenadier is the best. First of all, look at the pros and cons. They did a really good job on Warzone is to show you different attachment are for. So the good thing is that there's a damage range, which you really want because you're using an AR. And the range is around mid, and even further range you can still hit, but not as powerful, obviously. That's why you want to pop in with a sniper class. So the next one is the bullet velocity. As I said, you got the range, but you need some speed on this weapon, okay? And plus recoil control. For cons, pretty much aim down sight speed is lost. So that's why I recommend either using a submachine. Because if you're running for a rush class, you want to plug a submachine with you, because your aim down sight speed decrease when the enemy is right in front of you. So that's why if you swap to a submachine weapon, you are able to use that aim down sight really quickly and it's smooth, and the speed just be accurate. Now the movement speed also decrease. Okay, so I didn't mention about the pros and cons about this mono suppressor. Now this weapon is literally silent. Okay, doesn't mean that it's silent, enemies can still hear it, but if you are sneaking up behind a team, then most likely they will alert in like after 2 seconds or 3 seconds because they're getting hit, but they don't know where they're getting hit unless they see the red hit on the screen. Then they might be turning around and start targeting. But this is actually a good weapon to show you like how the first hit is really important if you're sneaking behind. So I would recommend that mostly if you are behind an enemy, make sure to aim for the head first so that you get that extra damage, as this pros also give you a better range. So if you get like really close to them, you will still make that damage even more compared to a player that is further, because the damage has been increased on your range. That means it's more powerful when it's going to a further area. The cons as well is aim down sight speed and aim walking steadiness, and pretty much it's the same thing for the barrel. As I said, absolutely it's for AR class. You want to make sure that this weapon fits the AR. You want to have that mid-range. Mid-range is the king for this weapon. Now, I'm not saying that it's not working for close range. You can still hit fire, but mostly my playstyle is I always want to use that scope. Okay, I want to use that optic, even though without a optic I can still work good, because I want to get that accuracy directly on that guy's body, instead of just trying to hit fire and wish that there's gonna be some damage on this guy. Now, obviously, you might be thinking, well, if I hit fire, I should be able to hit the opponent. Yes, and if you're really close to them, do hit fire, okay? But if they are somewhere like 50 meters away from you, then make sure to use that optic and trying to get the accuracy as possible, okay? So moving on to the underbarrel. Now, I have unlocked a lot of these underbarrel, and the best that I've been using is the Commando foregrip. Okay, it keeps this weapon steady. Now, most of you know the LMG, other AKs, when you don't have like a decent attachment, their recoil goes up, okay, so up, and it's literally you can't control it. But Commando foregrip, actually you unlock in a very early stage, and when you put that on, you're already having a increase on recoil stabilization. So that's why that's one of the pros. The aiming stability also gives you a better accuracy, okay, and range, and the control of it. Obviously, the movement speed would decrease. As I said, it's an AR class, mostly work on mid-range to long range, but not very close to you. You're definitely gonna lose in the close range while using an AR. Now, let's move on to the ammunitions. This is the best thing that you could pop in for a weapon. Honestly, a weapon with 60 round mag, you can literally deal with 3 guys at once. And some people like to use this as a finisher. Let's say there's a guy in front of me, I knock him down. I don't want to just give up and reload. Instead, I still have ammo to finish my target. Because one of the things is that nowadays, people are going to put that self-revive easily, okay? 4.5k or 5k values, self-res. If you knock that guy down and you're trying to run away, finding other guys, he might get self-res and then he double team on you. So make sure if you put this in, you are trying to either get a bunch of teams in front of you, or you want to first that guy right away. Now, obviously, solo mode just came out last week, and this is actually good for the trios, which is the original Battle Royale mode. But for solo, if you manage to finish a guy, make sure to first him, okay? Make sure to get that guy immediately. Otherwise, you will be having trouble dealing with players that got self-res and they manage to heal up and they get you after in 2 minutes. Now, obviously, all these attachments you can see right now is aim down sight speed, movement speed has been decreasing. But this weapon still whoop people's, like it damaged them a lot, and literally use these attachment. It will help you a lot. Now, the final attachment that you want to use is the rear grip, okay? And once again, maximize this weapon's attachment. Now, for me, I'm literally playing Warzone, and I do not have the Modern Warfare game. So it's harder for me to grind these weapon level, as you need to use these weapons to kill people to earn the XP so that your weapon get level up. Now, stipple grip tape, honestly, I remember the level of it is level 60. Level 60 to unlock this grip tape. And this stipple grip tape also works in every weapon almost, and perform a good stable weapon, okay, attachment. So the pros is aim down sight speed finally gets increased after all the trouble we've been through with 4 different variations of attachment, which decreases our aim down sight speed. You need to balance back up. So that's why aim down sight speed is increased. Sprint to fire speed is increased. So if you're sprinting and suddenly you shoot, the fire speed will increase and aiming stability decreased by a bit. Okay, so this is literally a God weapon. If you master this, you can get a lot of kills. Now, my recommendation is that optic is your personal preferences. You can choose any of these that works best for you. But for my suggestion, if you really want to pop in a optic, use COD Combat Hollow Sight. Okay, it gives you a better view and you are getting your target more easily. You can see clearly, but not use this weapon during a close combat while aiming down sight. Okay, it's really slow. And the next attachment for optic, I would say, is use GI Mini Flex. But for me, I'm running this class and I will turn this off and use their own is it called reticle? I'm not sure. And it's worked best for me already. Okay, so secondary weapon, I will pick a pistol in case I need to fight my way in. So my style is that I want to stay hidden and goes fast with dealing opponent. The first thing is most people using double time, and the top four perk for perk 1, I would suggest double time, cold-blooded, quick fix, and EOD. Now double time gives you a tactical sprint, which somehow I think you got shot, or I think while you're running it gives you a better durations. The next thing is cold-blooded. Is pretty much when someone using a score streaks or someone using a thermal optic, which really common right now for snipers. Okay, and it's really effective, those thermal optic. But if you put on cold-blooded, they won't see your thing. So there's a bit of cons, a bit of pros using double time and cold-blooded. It depends how you want to play this. And quick fix, pretty much once you kill people, your health start generating. Good thing. EOD takes reduced damage from non-kill streak explosive and fire damage grenades and other type. Perk 2, most people are running overkill, man, and I do understand why, so that you can put that snipers in. But if you are confident with looting and you are able to loot a pretty nice weapon, then don't need to put this on. So that's just why I give you options of using Ghost and Overkill, which in the next M4A1 class, I'll show you guys with a sniper, which works really good. So right now I'm putting Ghost so that when someone pop on the UAV, radar, drones, and the heartbeat sensor, I can get rid of that and no one knows where I'm at. That's why I want to stay hidden. With the suppressor on, I plug in and just trying to be hidden. But obviously, if you're playing a team, your friends or your teammate might not be as cautious as you are. They might put like overkill and then probably double time and the last part, which I'm going to explain. And if you see an enemy, obviously you're trying to go fight them and you are next to your teammate, so it's easier for the opponent to find out where you guys at. But if you really want to use Ghost, use it on solo. The solo, you're basically running by yourself. You are absolutely controlling the mode. You're the one who's controlling the game, and Ghost, you won't be attacked other equipment that has been put out in Warzone. Final perk, I will go for a variation. Sometimes I go amped so that I can swap to my SMG, or I go tune up, which my reduce revive time by 25%. Amp, tune up, good. Battle hardened, also good. And tracker also works well if you are dealing with like buildings and not a wide. So if you play most like buildings in the hotspot in the hospital or downtown, pretty much you put on tracker, it works really well. And I will make a video of combination of perk of how you make this the best perk as possible. So leave a like, comment down below if you really want to see them. And yeah, now moving on to the final two stuff that I need to cover is the lethal and tactical grenades. The lethal grenade, you can go with different variation. As I said, there's plenty of playstyle. If you play like a sniper class, then Claymore works for you. But personally, I go with Semtex. It's quick and sticky, so you throw like blow up, and it's quite easy to use. And the second tactical grenade, I'll go for smoke. Why do I use smoke? It's because if I can use a combination of smoke and Semtex at the same time, I smoke the enemy. They might not know what's happening. They might try to run away from it. I throw a Semtex, it might hurt someone, or throw a Semtex inside the building with the smoke grenade. So there's plenty of variations to play with the grenades. Now let's move on to the M4A1 Plus Sniper class. Now, Right now, my personal favorite is the HDR. Now, the sniper. Right now, I believe the best sniper in the game is HDR, followed up by AX50, and the best marksman rifle is CAR 98K. Choice for you guys: pick any snipers marksman rifle. Most likely I'll be using HDR, and the attachment currently I'll make an update class on HDR barrel 26.9 HDR Pro, which is you unlock it first away, which is quite good. And I've been sniping a good amount of players in this lobby. It increases your damage range, which for a sniper, hell yeah, you want that damage further. Bullet velocity, how fast the bullet goes through the enemy, recoil control. Now currently I haven't even got the mono suppressor, but I really want to get it because I want to slap that in and then make sure I can keep having that low recoil. And moving on to optic is the thermal sniper scope. Now trust me, use this optic until you get another thermal scope, I think. Later. It works so good. I've been getting a lot of kills with this weapon. Look at me, it's already level 17. And I haven't been playing that much. Like only during the time that I want to, it's perfect. Alright, moving on to the last attachment that I want to go over is the 7-round mags, because not every time your shot will hit through. Want at least more ammo. And I think that the original is 5, but I want to put 9. So right now it's 7, and it's pretty much a good deal. And I will update this sniper class soon as I'm trying to max out every weapon possible. So right now, just bear with me. This is a sniper area. So put on any snipers, marksman rifle that you're good with, and it will work perfect. Okay? So that's pretty much it for me. It's your boy Rezmag. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. It's literally 99.1% of you guys watching videos like these and not subscribed yet. So make sure to do that. Help me out and let me reach to a higher subscriber so that I can put more content like this. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of content. Make sure to drop a like, comment down below what kind of video you guys want to see next. I'll be putting more guides on different weapons, tips in games, and yeah, I will show you guys some gameplay, which is on this video, I think. I'm not sure yet, but hopefully you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay consistent and peace out.